Hello, are you jaded here? As you know, this season I have not been a fan of Keaton whatsoever. Personally, I have beef. If you understand the storyline, you would understand what I'm talking about. I mean, comment down below if you could relate. Have you decided to befriend Keaton? Have you not? Unkempt is crazy. That sounds very white nationalist. Anyways, as you know, we gotta do the daily Vote My Style. This theme, though, they've brought it out almost every week. If not every week, at least 3-4 times this month or the previous month. You know, it's kind of ridiculous, but as you can see, we're styling it because it's a daily outfit and I want my rewards, okay? Now it's time to vote. Okay, so when I was choosing between these two, I was like, oh, maybe they're new players, maybe they're not. But as you can see, I chose the blue because it was more unique. And then, oh, I forgot which one I chose. Um, I guess I must have been into blue that day. I think I chose the left. Yeah. I'm someone who just doesn't love the repeat outfits, and I get so annoyed when I realize that my outfit is not original. It just breaks my heart. However, I really appreciate that I got, over 4 stars. Now, do you see how we have this courthouse look? Okay, give it a moment, give it a moment. But just watch. Because we also got this one, work out with the boys. We gonna get it again, and you're gonna see what I mean. Within the same month, they repeated the theme. And we're back to the courthouse. Maybe they titled it different. Maybe they didn't. But see, work out with the boys again. For this theme, I went with a more realistic vibe, so of course I went with the right. But I love the uniqueness of the left. They both look like they're at the gym. But I like her ponytail and the combination of the color scheme. Of course, I went with what's realistic, so I went with the right. Because we are not wearing heels at the gym, unless you're in the dance room, but still. Of course, I went with the left. I went with the left because the touch of the headphones really did it for me. Now, for this theme, I didn't really have a specific way of looking at it. I just went based off of the color scheme, the styling overall, and then, would you go and wear this at a park for brunch or not? I don't know. But I, I didn't really stick with the over the top dressy ones because who's going to walk in grass in a very over the top outfit? I'm just saying. Maybe that's you, but I personally, I liked the more laid back looks, so I went with the more laid back looks. Now, what frustrates me with some of these is that you can't perfect it to the point that you would like, especially styling it in the way you would, because they force you to go along with the tags, right? So I was like, oh no, this outfit might be really risky because I usually go for all the way, all the fire. So here I've noticed that they've been adding this separate contest for all the publicist activities. And this is the new theme because at the beginning of the episode here of my video, it was the other month's theme, I believe. For the Broadway open night theme, I was really looking at the color scheme I would see or imagine when you would go to a Broadway show or what you would see in the audience. Now, I'm not saying that the ones I didn't vote for you wouldn't see necessarily, but I was thinking more like, Big Apple, New York City, like, that's like dark reds, burgundies, wines, black, gold, silver, like everything shiny, blitz that. So I wouldn't really picture pastels, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. At this point, Anika was getting on my nerves. Cause why are you so like unsure of yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you up to this status and you are so unsure of yourself? I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I was like too into the story. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So, I don't know. It was genuinely difficult to vote for the Times Square Tech Expo because though I voted for this girl, the other one, it was hard to choose. This one, I based it off of, when you're just walking the streets of New York, not everyone's gonna dress super regal. But at the same time, it's not like they wouldn't dress up at all. It's just, there's certain tones of how regal it could get. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would still be kind of like business casual down the street, especially for an expo, I would think.